Life is a journey of discovery, yet too often women are conditioned to silence their inner voices. Society teaches them to prioritize others, to be nurturing, accommodating, and self-sacrificing. But what happens when a woman places herself at the center of her own story, when she refuses to settle for less than she deserves? The path to true empowerment begins with self-awareness, and the key to self-awareness lies in asking the right question. There are 3 powerful questions every woman must ask herself to unlock her hidden self. What do I truly want? What am I afraid of? How do I want to be remembered? These questions have the power to shatter illusions, expose hidden fears, and reveal a woman's deepest truths. They strip away the layers of conditioning, expectation, and compromise that have kept her from embracing her full potential. Now, the truth is, when answered with honesty, they serve as a compass, guiding her toward a life of authenticity, freedom, and fulfillment. Many women live according to rules they never agreed to. They follow scripts written by family, culture, and outdated traditions. They choose careers based on security rather than passion, relationships based on obligation rather than love, and lifestyles based on survival rather than joy. But what if you gave yourself permission to rewrite your story? What if you stopped settling for what is merely acceptable and started demanding what is extraordinary? Answering the question, what do I truly want, requires deep honesty. It is not about what you think you should want or what others expect from you. It is about unearthing your truest desires, the ones buried beneath years of conditioning, self-doubt, and fear. Too many women settle for lives that feel good enough instead of striving for what would truly fulfill. They tell themselves they should be grateful, that they have no right to ask for more, that their dreams are impractical or selfish. But who benefits from this mindset? Certainly not the woman who spends years living someone else's version of success. When you sit with this question, allow yourself to dream freely. Imagine a life without limits. Would you still be in the same relationship? Would you be working the same job? Would you be living in the same place, following the same routines? If the answer is no, then why are you still there? The truth is, you have the power to create a life that excites you, one that aligns with your deepest desires. But first, you must acknowledge those desires without shame. Women are often taught to shrink, to make themselves smaller, quieter, easier to accept. But when you recognize what you truly want, you stop apologizing for taking up space. You stop justifying your ambitions, your standards, and your expectations. You begin to move with purpose, stepping boldly in the direction of your dreams, refusing to settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. Understanding what you truly want is not just about material desires or career aspirations. It is about uncovering the life that would make you feel alive. Too often, women live according to someone else's script. They choose careers that seem stable rather than ones that inspire them. They stay in relationships that feel comfortable rather than ones that make them feel cherished. They settle for less because they have been told that asking for more is selfish, unrealistic, or too difficult. But the truth is, the most powerful women in history, the ones who changed the world, were the ones who refused to settle. Think about the women who inspire you. They did not live passive lives. They did not simply accept what was given to them. Instead, they demanded more from their careers, their relationships, and their personal growth. They asked themselves the difficult questions, even when the answers forced them to step outside their comfort zones. When you ask, what do I truly want? You must be prepared to hear an answer that may require change. And change is never easy. But what is the alternative? A life of regret? A life where you wonder, what if I had been brave enough to choose differently? The cost of settling is always greater than the cost of change. The years slip away, and one day you wake up realizing you have built a life that doesn't belong to you. The greatest gift you can give yourself is permission to want more, to expect more, and to create the life that is truly meant for you. Once you allow yourself to answer, "What do I truly want?" without fear, you may find that your deepest desires challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. Perhaps you always believed you wanted a traditional life, only to realize that what truly excites you is adventure, travel, or creative freedom. Maybe you spent years convincing yourself that a stable relationship was the key to happiness, only to discover that solitude and self-exploration bring you more joy than compromise ever could. The hardest part about discovering what you truly want is realizing how much of your life has been shaped by expectations rather than authenticity. This realization can be painful. It forces you to acknowledge the relationships, careers, and choices that no longer serve you. It requires you to question whether you have been living for yourself or for the approval of others. But do not let fear keep you trapped in a life that does not fulfill you. Instead, let this be the moment you decide to step into your power. Let this be the moment you choose to stop settling. There is a reason many people avoid this question. It demands action. Once you acknowledge what you truly want, you can no longer hide from the truth. You can no longer make excuses or delay the changes that need to happen. You must choose to either pursue the life you desire or continue living in denial. But remember this, settling will never bring you peace. Only authenticity will.